I got so much motherfucking design on right now.
Break it down, bring it back, make it clap. I got 3 old thoughts, new guap, where that thing, bitches on my line, and you know.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Khairul Zikri bin Shasul Sharin and I prefer to be called Zikri. I completed my secondary education at Subang Jaya at Sekolah Agama Menengah Bestari. Basically, I choose to enter law school because I want to explore something new in my life and I want to fulfill my childhood interest in the legal field. After I complete my diploma in law, I think I want to pursue LLB program at University Sultan Zainal Abidin or UKM. Eventually, my career interest is on criminal law. And actually, I want to be a criminal lawyer or work as a legal advisory in a company. Basically, this semester, I learned many skills, including teamwork skills, time management, and ability to do my own research by my own self. I think that's all. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ali Akbar bin Bahar. My previous school was Sekolah Menengah Kebangsaan Kudat 2 at Kudat Sabah. My motivation to enter law school is I'm interested in how the law works to ensure justice. I want to defend the truth and protect people's rights. My plan after diploma, I plan to continue with LLB program to become a qualified lawyer. I want to be a criminal lawyer because I'm passionate about fair trial and justice for all. Through this semester, I improved my teamwork and communication skill through the group work discussion and presentation. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Nur Najah binti Rasmi. I'm graduated from SMA Ma'had Al-Mashariq Islami Balik Pulau, where I developed a strong foundation in both academic and religious studies. My motivation to enter law school is because I truly believe in my potential, especially in social and communication skill, as well as I have always had a passion towards critical thinking and argumentation. And at the same time, I am determined to prove to my parents and to myself that I am capable of successful in legal fields despite their doubts about my ability to take on such a challenging path. After completing my diploma, I plan to gain a practical experience by working in a legal aid center so that I can develop a deeper understanding of a real world legal issue. So this hands-on exposure will better prepare me before my pursuit in LLB in the future. As for my career interest, I plan to be either a legal advisor or constitutional lawyer, as I'm highly interested in the legal framework that governs our country and also in helping others to navigate their rights within the framework. And throughout this semester, I have developed several essential skills. As for the soft skills, I developed teamwork, public speaking, and communication skills through the group assignment and presentation assigned by the lecturers. And for the hard skills, I have gained exposure to the actual legal research techniques, the use of legal database as CLG Prime and also LexisNexis, and how to draft basic legal documents.
Hi, my name is Nur Amani Batrisha binti Rizwan and I graduated from Sekolah Menengah Imtiaz Yayasan Terengganu Besut. So my motivation to enter into law school is because of many real life cases that happen here now, whether it's criminal cases, family disputes, or even legal issue involving business. I always find myself wanting to know what happened, why it happened, and how the law deals with it. I'm not just only interested in the outcome of the case, but I wanted to know how the law deals with it, how the argument presented, and how justice is determined. At the same time, I also realized that studying law isn't just studying the rules, but it also challenged me to think critically, to analyze based on different perspective. And I believe this journey will not only help me grow academically, but it also can shape me into someone that more thoughtful and aware of the situation. Next, after completing my diploma, I plan to pursue my education in LLB or degree in law in University Kebangsaan Malaysia. Maybe it sounds like a big dream, but it's okay because nothing will come without a dream. I want to deepen my understanding about law and future myself for a professional legal career. And for the career interest, as for now, I'm interested in becoming a legal advisor, maybe in business or corporate field. I enjoy learning how businesses work and how the law applies to them. I think it would be very exciting to help company handle legal issue, give advice to them, and make sure everything runs smoothly for them. Lastly, this semester has been a big learning experience for me, where I become more confident in communicating and working with others through group discussion, group assignment, and presentations. I also learned how to express my opinions clearly, listen to different views, and solve a problem in a team. On the technical issue, I improved my legal research skills by using websites like LexisNexis and CLJ Law. Thanks.
Assalamualaikum and good afternoon everyone. My name is Nur Fazura Natasha binti Ismail and my matrix number is 076086. I am a former student of SMK Seri Ampangan. I chose to study law because I believe that legal knowledge is essential in protecting individuals' rights and ensuring fairness in society. My passion for civil law described when I realized how crucial it is in resolving disputes and safeguarding justice in areas like contracts, torts, and family law. After completing my diploma, I plan to further my studies in LLB as I want to deepen my understanding of civil law and contribute meaningfully to society. I am particularly interested in dispute resolution as finding fair and just solutions for conflict is a skill that can positively impact many lives. For my future career, I aspire to become a civil lawyer, specializing in contract law, corporate litigation, and family law matters. I believe that having expertise in these areas will allow me to assist businesses and individuals in navigating legal challenges while ensuring their rights are protected. Additionally, I am interested in alternative dispute resolution such as mediation and arbitration, as they offer more efficient ways to settle conflicts outside the courtroom.
Hi, my name is Nur Alatistina binti Azhar. My matrix number is 076018. I've been schooling in SMK Permatang Pasir all the way in Pulau Pinang. So, what's motivate me to study law? I want people to live for the better. After finishing my diploma, I will pursuing my degree in law. I want to be a legal counsel. And lastly, the skill that I gained this semester is I learned to communicate better. So, the question that we got is, Zarina, a 21-year-old entrepreneur, subscribed to Smart Stocks, RM4500 annual AI inventory service after being influenced by social media ads claiming cut risk by 90% and only 2 accounts left. A chatbot forced her to accept the terms via click wrap before full review. The tool provided was just an Excel-based system with no real AI. When she requested a refund, SmartStock refused, relying on a clause denying liability for marketing claims.
So in this case, Zarina entered into a contract with Smart Stocks Durian Berhad by purchasing a service costing RM4,500. However, she did so under pressure and without reviewing the full terms. The key legal issue here is whether Zarina's consent was freely and willingly given, and if not, whether the contract is voidable under Malaysian contract law. Move to the law. Under Section 10 of the Contracts Act 1915, a contract is only valid if it is made by parties competent to contract with free consent. According to Section 13, consent is when both parties agree to the same thing in the same sense. Importantly, Section 14 states that consent is only free if it is not caused by coercion, undue influence, fraud, misrepresentation, or mistake. When a person is pressured, misled, or rushed into a contract without understanding the terms, their consent may not be genuine or informed. In such situation, the contract becomes voidable at their option. So applying to Zarina's case, the contract was designed in a way that forced her to click buy now before she could even view the full terms. On top of that, the website displayed a hard pressure button saying only 2 accounts left, 8 now. So this create urgency and influence her decision making, which can influence her to act quickly. So she wasn't able to make an informed voluntary decision, which is a key requirement under Section 14 of the Contracts Act. This situation is very similar to the case of Chin Nam Lee Development against Tai Kim Chu, where the court ruled that a contract was voidable because the plaintiff signed it under pressure without understanding the full terms. Applying that here, Zarina's consent was not free and the contract should be considered voidable. To conclude, Zarina was placed in a high-pressure environment, denied access to proper information and rushed into a contract. Under Malaysian law, particularly Section 14 of the Contracts Act, this amounts to lack of free consent. So, Zarina has a strong legal grounds to void the agreement with Smart Stock Sdn Bhd. That's all from me.
So now, I will present on the legal issue of misrepresentation that happened in the contract between Zarina and Smart Thoughts Sdn Bhd. So as we know, Zarina is 21-year-old entrepreneur who subscribed to Smart Thoughts AI Tools Inventory Management System for 4,500 ringgit. She was influenced by their online advertisement, which included bold claims like she was then led through an aggressive chatbot that didn't allow her to fully view the contract terms unless she clicked buy now. After payment, she then discovered that the software was not AI tools at all. It was just a manual Excel tool. When she contacted SmartStock, they told her that AI integration will be added soon. So, we can say that this situation was under Section 18A of the Contracts Act 1950, which defines innocent misrepresentation. Under the section, there are 4 key elements to determine whether there are misrepresentation or not. Okay, so the first one is there must be a false statement of fact. So, in this case, the claims about AI and 90% waste reduction were not true. So, the system clearly lacked those features. So, we can say that this requirement is fulfilled. So, the second one is the statement must have been made before or at the time of the contract. And yes, all the persuasive statements were made in the online ads and chatbot funnel before Zarina paid, and this element is satisfied. The third one is the person making the statement must have believed it was true. In this case, SmartStock may not have intended to deceive Zarina, as they said that the AI feature will be added soon. So, this element is likely fulfilled. And the last one is the statement must have been made without reasonable ground to believe it was true. And yes, this is the most important part. Even if SmartStock believe in their product, however, they had no working AI feature at the time of the contract were made. So, we can say that they advertised something that wasn't ready at the moment. So, without proper basis and make it as misleading.
Today, I will be discussing whether SmartStock can successfully rely on an exclusion clause to avoid liability. Let's begin with incorporation. For any exclusion clause to be enforceable, it must be properly incorporated into the contract. The question is, was reasonable notice given to the other party? If the clause was hidden in fine print or introduced after the agreement was formed, it likely won't be effective. As emphasized in the case of Guthrie Sdn Bhd and Transocean Offshore Sdn Bhd, reasonable steps must be taken to draw the clause to the party's attention prior to contract formation. Next, we consider construction. Even the clause is incorporated, it must be drafted clearly. Under the contra pro phantom rule, any ambiguity will be interpreted against the drafter. A relevant case here is Confide and Malaysian Airlines, where the court refused to enforce a vaguely worded clause. Then comes breach. If Smart Stock's breach goes to the root of the contract, delivering a defective system that defeats the purpose of the agreement, the clause may not shut down. This principle was reinforced in the case of Katie Maju Sdn Bhd and Tunku Yaakob, where the court held that exclusion clauses cannot cover breaches that deprive the contract of its substance. Lastly, misrepresentation. If Smart Stock misrepresented facts during negotiation, such as exaggerating system capabilities, then the exclusion clause could be rendered invalid. As established in the case of Han Shui Tian and Oddfellows, no clause can exclude liability for fraudulent misrepresentation. In conclusion, while exclusion clauses offer contractual protection, they are not absolute. Smart Stock must demonstrate valid incorporation, clear drafting, and no fundamental breach and absence of misrepresentation. Without all these elements in place, the clause may be struck down. That is all from me. Thank you.
Hi everyone, in this part I will explain what rescission means and how Zarina can use it. To rescind a contract means to cancel it and return both parties to their original position, as if the contract never happened. In Zarina's case, she subscribed to Smart Stock after being misled by their claim that the software used artificial intelligence, AI. But it turned out to be just an Excel-based tool. This is a clear example of misrepresentation. Under Section 19 of the Contracts Act 1950, a contract entered without free consent, like true misrepresentation, is voidable. Zarina can choose to cancel it. Then, under Section 65 and 66, both sides must return what they receive. So, Zarina returns the software and she gets a full refund from the Smart Stock. She also has support under the Specific Relief Act 1950. Under Section 34 subsection 1A allows her to ask the court to rescind the contract, and Section 37 lets the court make any fair orders like compensation if needed. So here, what should Zarina do? She should formally notify Smart Stock to cancel the contract and request some money back. If they refuse, she has a strong legal right to bring the case to the court. I think that's all. Thank you.
Now, I will explain the remedies available to Zarina under Contract Act 1950 because the contract was formed based on misrepresentation, which is covered under Section 18. Firstly, Zarina has the right to claim a full refund. This is allowed under Section 65 of the Contracts Act. This section states that if a contract becomes void, like in this case due to misrepresentation, any benefit must be returned. So Zarina can cancel the contract and get her money back. Secondly, she can claim damages. According to Section 76, she has the right to be compensated for any loss suffered due to the misrepresentation. This allows her to recover any financial loss that resulted from relying on the false statement. Lastly, she also has the option to affirm the contract under Section 19. This means that if she still wants to continue with the contract, even after discovering the misrepresentation, she can choose to do so. But this is optional. It depends on what she wants. So, in summary, Zarina can either cancel the contract and get a refund, sue for damages, or affirm the contract if she still wants to proceed. That's all from us. Thank you very much.